Welcome to Coweta Schools Game Day, where we highlight the student athletes and athletic programs in the Coweta County school system that bring so much excitement to our community throughout the year. I'm Hap Hines, principal of the Central Educational Center, also known as the CEC. This program is being brought to you by the video team members here at CEC through our school system CCS TV YouTube channel. And today we're bringing all of the action from our high school football season. This past Friday, the Northgate Vikings and the East Coweta Indians played in the first round of the division playoffs. We'll bring you all the action clips from the games and talk about the players with coaches from Northgate Vikings head football coach Mike McDonald and East Coweta head football coach John Small right here on Game Day. So stay with us. Welcome back to Coweta Schools Game Day, and I'm with my good friend with the head football coach of the Northgate Vikings, Coach Mike McDonald. Coach, it's always good to have you here, buddy.
Always good to be here, Coach.
Coach, I know it's never easy, but, make no bones about it. You guys had a fantastic season. Your kids played so tough. They played so tough. Tell us about the game Friday night. I know Dutchtown was a tough draw, but kids played hard.
They were a good team. They were semifinalist team last year. Of course, we played them in the second round, so we knew all about them. And, I was just proud of our kids. We really didn't shy away, and, we played very, very physical and played well. We played well. So it was an exciting night.
Well, Coach, anyone that's a Northgate Viking fan or just a high school football fan in Coweta County knows you guys had a great season. Kids played hard. Surely everyone feels a sense of accomplishment just from everything that has gone on this year, for the great wins, the close losses, but absolutely a sense of accomplishment because you guys have done an amazing job.
Appreciate it, Coach Hines.
Coach, Dutchtown, I knew was an unlucky draw, but your kids never quit and played so hard. Let's take a look at the highlights from Friday night.
You'll see as we deferred, and here on the first play, you're going to see Marcus Barnes knife in the backfield and makes the ball bounce, and we talked to our guys about that. And, a lot of guys finish him off right there. Cade Bates is going to get pressure right here on the quarterback. And
he's had a great year.
Yeah, he has. And then they're going to throw it away. And first play on offense right here after the punt, Dylan Barber's going to pull it. And we arc the tight end, Bryce, out there. And he's going to go about 65 yards for a touchdown, puts us up 7-0. Again, good feel right there by inside linebacker Braxton Davies right there. And there you see Marcus Barnes again getting in the backfield, making a play. They're coming out. They're trying to run the jail. We really worked this play hard. Mason McKnight does a good job of playing his position right there. Come out, and we're going to hit Cameron Coleman right here on the stop route for a good gain. And you're going to see Dylan again. We're going to hit Cameron Coleman again on a little boss route. We put in last week and was a good play for us against them. And Dylan's going to tuck this one and get a good first down for us right here.
That's good improvising.
Yep, and we'll come out. We're going to throw back. We really worked this route hard. We got a little pressure and didn't hit him up, but that was Evan Garrett right there. You see us on defense again. Just a lot of guys flying around and playing hard, and come out and run a little boot play here and a little slip play, and hits Josh Veen on the second level right there, and good gain. Running power right here, and good run by Evan up inside on power. And we'll come back and we're going to pull it again. And another good run here by Dylan. Going to get the ball down inside there about 20-yard line.
Coach, a lot of young players that are going to be back next year. They're going to really have Northgate on the map and everything, my friend.
And there was Evan again there on the counter. We're going to come back and throw the waggle again, and going to hit Josh in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. And again, just a bunch of guys. You're going to see Cade Bates and Braxton Davies there on the tackle, and come out and same route, that little boss route, and CC had a big night for us. We're going to punt right here. You can see Jake do a good job. We kind of pin him deep, and their guy muffs it. And you'll see Kyron Williams jump on the ball there, and that's going to lead to a field goal right there, and that's going to put us up 17-13 there in the third quarter. Come back out again and read the counter, and He pulls it on the counter, and their defensive end was crashing. And good job by him. We're going to throw it out here to Josh Veen, and Josh going to make a good catch and good run. And this is Bryson Logan right here running the ball.
Bryson, well, he's running hard.
Bryson did a good job, and Mark Hall actually had to come in and play, and he did a great job. That was a great throw there. We ran a little out and up with Cameron and got the touchdown there. And again, right here, going to throw the stop route out. Going to pull it again, Coach, and get good blocking. And
I was about to say, he rides that so good, the mesh point, you don't know who's got the ball.
We're gonna go quarterback wedge here, and we're going to punch it in right here. And see us here on defense again, and Cade Bates. Great job by Cade. Getting in the backfield for a tackle for loss. Going to come out and great throw, and it was maybe an even better catch right there by Graham Peak. Really went up, strong hands, and caught that ball. We run a little Fox play, and we hit Josh Veen and get behind the nickel back there. And Dylan's going to tuck this one and run it and get it down inside the 10-yard line, about on the 6. And
Coach, your kids are playing, they're in the first round, they're playing their tails off, and I've gotten quite familiar with the names, you kind of, that you hear week in, week out on the highlights and all that. Coach, what a special group. When you look back on the 2023 season, what a great year y'all had. What are you most proud about with this group of guys?
Well, I think the growth, we've really grown as a team, and, it's always a journey. When you start out, gosh, you have to think back to last January, and so it's a journey, and there's steps in there, and this team took a lot of positive steps and really worked hard. And again, I got to give the seniors a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Good sophomore group though that's in there.
Awesome.
A lot of good players in that group, juniors as well. So it was a good mix. But 25 seniors.
I was about to say, and I was gonna.
They led us. And there were some great leaders in that group and been through our program for 4 years.
Well, what's the legacy you think this senior class has left for teams to follow at Northgate football?
Well, just that we're tough out.
They were tough. They were no doubt, Coach.
Tough out. And we're going to play
you.
hard and play tough and play physical. And so, yeah, I think that's it.
When you look back on the season and like I said, all that has been accomplished, you got your 100th year as a coach. Your team finished second in the region. They were playing for a championship. They were playing against Dutchtown, and if they can play with Dutchtown, they can play pretty much toe-to-toe with anybody. That is a tribute to what you guys have built, your leadership, and the foundation that is rock solid at Northgate. What are you looking forward to getting back into next season? Because I know you got a great group coming up, and I'm sure they know the way from the senior class, from the coaches, from your leadership. When are you looking to go ahead and start diving back into the off season?
Well, we'll take a couple of weeks off here, and we'll come back from Thanksgiving, and the young guys will get back at it. But really, January things will crank really back up, and that's kind of when you start building your identity for next year, and it's always different from each team to team. It's kind of funny. So, we'll get back to work in January, and a lot of positives coming off of a great year. Right. So, just looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, I know, like you said, I know it's never easy, but again, over your career, anyone that can look at your career knows that Coach McDonald's teams are going to play hard. They're going to play with everything they got. They're going to play tough. They're going to play with class. They do things the right way. And this was another successful year. You have definitely a familiar face amongst all high school coaches in this state when it comes to playoffs in the state of Georgia. And like you said, I know it's never easy, but we sure are proud of you for the way you represent the school system, all that you do for kids, and looking forward to next season. Great job, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Hines.
No problem. With that, we'll be back more with Coweta Schools Game Day in just a few moments. Welcome back to Coweta Schools Game Day, and I'm here with my good friend, head football coach of the East Coweta Indians, John Small. Coach, good to have you back as always, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, I know it's never easy, and I was there Friday night. Your kids played just their tails off, and they just did. They played their guts out Friday night against a tough opponent that you drew, just like I told Coach McDonald, real first-round tough opponents. But tell us about the overtime game Friday night.
Well, got to go on the road and take on a tough North Paulding football team, and a team that we had scrimmaged preseason the last 2 years, and they got the better part of us early in the season, so it was kind of a litmus test going into it to see how much our kids had improved. But our kids were excited about going on the road and playing, and in the highest classification in Georgia, there's no easy games. Started out 8-3 in the game, and went to the fourth quarter 8-3, and the next thing you know, we have it tied up 16-16, and a lot of great stops on both sides of the football. It was a back-and-forth game. 2 kickoff returns made it 16-16 by both teams. But then went into overtime, and we've had our luck in overtime the last few times we've been to overtime, and it just wasn't our night this week. But very proud of our kids,
No doubt.
what these seniors have accomplished with being thought pretty low of before the season started and predicted to win 2 games. They come out and they won 7 regular season games, and
Against some big-time opponents,
some big-time opponents, and really proud of our senior class and what they did.
Me too, Coach. Coach, I think you hit the nail on the head. You played those guys in the preseason, and then you look and see, how that game went compared to this. It really shows just the growth and the buy-in that the players put into this season with you guys. Tell us just how proud you are of how far they've come.
Well, just every week they had the same mindset to be 1-0, and they went out there and they attacked it each week, and they never got ahead of themselves, which I was very proud of, which is hard for a teenager not to do. Can't give enough credit to our coaching staff. Those guys did a phenomenal job leading.
They did a great job.
A lot of growth in that area, and a lot of young kids got a lot of valuable experience, and you don't look at your roster and go, hey, this guy's coming back. You go, hey, this guy's coming back with major experience, so we're excited about that, but we've got a few weeks here to celebrate our seniors and love on them and get them placed in college or to go play ball, or to get them placed in college to go get an education, or get them placed to get a job somewhere, and that's our job to do, and that's something we're going to be working on here the next few weeks.
They are just wonderful kids. Kids, I think, Coach, what we've said, for a while now, but it resonates so true. Your kids don't flinch, and they are very accustomed to playing in big-time stages, in big-time environments, and they go out and they don't back down to anybody, and that is something that has made, I think, all of East Coweta, myself, just being able to be there for the 6 years I was, to see how far the program is coming under your guidance and your leadership, just speaks volumes, and we're just so happy and so proud of the season. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Friday night, though.
Defensively, we knew that they were an explosive team. They're going to take their shots, and we did some stuff coverage-wise, and our kids did an excellent job of executing the game plan. Darion Horsley, 6'3" corner, has just gotten better and better. Had a great year. But defensively, we played some guys, Zach Clayton and A.J. King, that are normal offensive linemen with some injuries that we have, that they came in and did an excellent job for us. But all around, thought the defense just flew around, made plays. We had some big 4th down stops in the game against their big offensive line, which was huge. But Coach Barfield and Andy Washington and Rock Coleman and Sam Honeyman on that defensive side of the ball just had their kids playing at a high level all year. So really, really proud of those guys, and
watching them
excited
coach
for these
makes me
guys.
want to strap it on, Coach, and just get after it.
Yeah, they bring a lot of juice every single day. So this is a big 4th down stop period late in the game, and we hold them to a 1-yard gain and keep them 1 yard short, and got the ball back there right before the game ended. There's Tyler Cobb, another student here at CEC that just does a great job for us. Malachi Duggar was coming off an injury, came back and played well. Kicking wise, Brock Belton was back. We had him punting. He's back from his ankle injury. Did a phenomenal job pinning them. And here's Brock kicking a field goal from a hash. We went with him instead of the freshman just because that's a tough kick. But here's a freshman, Aaron McWilliams. He put 2 or 3 in the end zone. This one's about 10 yards deep.
He's going to be something special, Coach.
He is. Got a lot of great experience this year. Here's Brock again, kicking it deep. They had great return guys, so our guys did a good job making them fair catch it. This is a big kickoff return by Darrell Thompson right after they had scored. We knew they'd pooch it. And
You probably see me on the sidelines jumping up and down.
jumping
right
up
there
and
at the
down,
10.
yeah. So that was a huge play there to tie the ball game up 16-16.
Great job.
And here's another one, him putting it in the end zone and making them start at their 20. Here's Brock again, kicking. Great coverage all night, great coverage all year by those guys. And this one here, we're able to get it down inside the 10-yard line, and a huge part of the game. Offensively, Cohen Peoples, Darrell Thompson, Deontay Jones led our rushing attack.
Has he turned into a great player?
He has. Here's Deontay Jones getting outside on the perimeter. Great blocking on the perimeter there. Really thought our front played well compared to how we played against them before. They had the same dudes, but our guys have gotten a lot better. And Coach Holt and Coach Edwards, Coach Johnson, Coach Horan and Coach Stein and Coach Truitt have done a great job on that side of the football. Here's Darrell Thompson here getting a big first down. I think we're going to run this one here. This is Darrell Thompson breaks outside, and he's just gotten better and better.
And he'll be back next year.
He'll be back, and he just had a great offseason, and hope he continues that into this offseason. Here's a run here by Cohen Peoples, picking up 8 or 9. Great play there by him.
Coach, they are, like you said, they are going toe-to-toe with one of the top teams in the state.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
anybody's game, and that's all we can ask.
Exactly. They lay their guts on the line every time they play.
Yes,
They just play extremely
Very
hard.
inspiring.
It's a great
Great
catch here by
catch.
Darion Horsley after the big hit there by them. And then here we get it in the end zone with Darrell Thompson, which was a big play in that ball game as well. And here Cohen Peoples going to sprint out, make a throw to Darion Horsley here right before the end of the game. We wanted to get a couple positive plays, and the next play we took a loss, so we just let the time run out on regulation.
Well, Coach, you've done another amazing job with this program. Great, successful season with, as we mentioned earlier, some big-time wins. You know, what with this 2023 senior class are you most proud of?
Just their resiliency. They played extremely hard. They trained hard. They did a phenomenal job. There's not many of them, but they did a phenomenal job leading the younger kids, and you could really see it. You know, they never got too high, too low. In a ball game, their mind was locked in on what we got to do. There was no negative stuff going on. They were disciplined. They didn't get distracted by the outside noise, and they passed that down to our younger kids. So these younger kids have a lot to live up to.
Coach, you had some amazing things this year when you talk about just going up against the Stars Mills, Sandy Creeks, Lowndes County, going into that environment. Not to mention, in just the past few years, you know, you've taken down, you know, state champion programs such as Norcross, Collins Hill, Marietta, places like that. It's got to make you feel real good about where the program is and where it continues to grow, and that's got to bring a lot of excitement for. I'm already excited going into next season. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, the one thing at East Coweta that we've prided ourselves on is we're never going to cower away from anybody. We're going to play the best of the best, and if you get a chance to play in the highest classification, why wouldn't you challenge yourself, you know, to see where you're at, where your kids are at, and those types of things. And we want to play on the biggest stage, and the only way to do that is schedule tough people. You may take an L sometimes, but it makes you better as a program, and it hardens your kids up a little bit. Yeah. So when you go into different environments, it doesn't faze them, you know. But if they can compete against the best kids in the state, then it allows them to get on film to show colleges, you know, we're competing against people, not just some jabronis, as we call them, you know. So that's a big thing we take pride in, and we'll continue to do that.
Well, Coach, let me tell you, Friday night in Sharpsburg is a really, really special thing. It is always electric. It is the place to be. And that is, you know, that is a result of what you put into the community, what you put into the kids, the program, and where the program's going. You know, I wish a lot of people know, you know, what I think was just so proud, you know, being former athletic director at East Coweta, right there at the end of the game. I mean, the kids are just crushed, you know, questionable no call and all that, but, you know, to be able to still gather the troops right there, to be able to get them all together, to keep them together and send your message to them. That takes leadership. And those moments right there that no one can just do. And it's people like you that are built for that. And that's most proud of, it's most impressive. And that just tells it, me that as long as John Small is head football coach at East Coweta, wonderful things are going to continue to happen with that program. We sure are proud of all the work that you do and everything that you've been a part of and all that you accomplished at that school.
I appreciate those kind words.
No problem, Coach. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here, Coach. Looking forward to next season. And with that, we'll be back more with Coweta Schools Game Day in just a few moments. That will do it for this week on Game Day. Thanks to all our head coaches and best of luck to all our Coweta teams this weekend. We'll be back with you throughout the year highlighting the great action on the fields and in the gyms of the Coweta County School System. So don't forget to like and subscribe to CCS TV. It helps to get the word out about all the great happenings throughout our school system. I'll see you soon.